Hello, justtwogood here, and can you believe this the Batman movie Batcave is my first Lego Batcave ever? Yeah, I just never got one before. This retails for $80 in the United States with 6 minifigures, and it has 581 pieces based off the new 2022 Batman movie. In the United States, we get these sets in November, but for the rest of the world, it's January for you guys. The most interesting minifigure of this set might be the Riddler, who is exclusive in this design. Love the new face and torso print. This is a different design for Riddler, but it looks so interesting. You see continuation of that face print up top. And then at the back, you have some more printing on the face and exclusive torso. Again, this hairpiece covers up the back of the head print though. And it's also nice seeing an inclusion of that 1x2 phone print, which was introduced earlier this year, but hasn't come in too many cheap sets. And you got a realistic looking gun there. Pretty ballsy of Lego. And then for the Batman minifigure, I still have some gripes with this new design from the movie. This is the same figure that also comes in the Batmobile, as well as the cheapest $15 motorcycle chase set. This design has some pretty nice printing at the front torso and legs, but there's no side leg printing, and it just kind of looks awkward when there's no dual molded legs either, where it's just black at the side right there. The worst part is the cowl though. I have no clue why they're using this older style cowl, while they should have just used the newer style cowl with the shorter bottom part. You can see this design that was introduced back in, what was it, like 2015 or 2016, would just look more accurate to the movie. Why didn't they give us this piece instead? It's not like a rare piece or anything. Thankfully, since it's not a rare piece, you could easily buy it and just replace it yourself. But it does suck when the official Lego set is just not perfect. But anyways, at the back of the minifigure, you get a better look at the torso printing if you lift up the cape right there. And this is a single hold cape, which I tend to prefer, but a lot of people do not like. Also, the face printing underneath is one that we've had for Batman for many years, which does have an alternate facial expression at the back with a little smirk right there. I do really like the exclusive Drifter Bruce Wayne minifigure though. It's interesting that we get a separate Batman and Bruce Wayne minifigure. Like the other sets of this wave will give you the hair and headpiece, but this just gives you a full alternative, and I appreciate that because this design has a very rugged, almost homeless look with the torso and the legs there. I need more improper prints like that. That's just something that's useful in a realistic looking world. You got some back torso printing. The face print is a rare face print initially that was introduced with the Chamber of Secrets. It also comes in those 2 other sets with this new movie. And then you got an alternate facial expression where he looks pretty angry. I also like how they included a helmet with this figure, and it's a different looking helmet. It's one of the different designs that's a little bit less common than, say, this regular helmet. And honestly, this helmet just looks more interesting. Though it does look a little bit weird on Bruce Wayne. It doesn't look like Robert Pattinson at this point. For the Commissioner Gordon minifigure, we have Jeffery Wright playing him in this movie, which it's awesome to get Lego Jeffery Wright. Love that new face print. That's perfect. Torso print's pretty cool looking too, which uses that existing leg printing that's been overused for different license themes, but I get it. It works pretty well with different figures. We also get the handcuffs in black, which is pretty uncommon. You get an extra one in the set. Also nice getting that Peter Venkman hair in black as well, which is pretty uncommon, though it did come in like blind bags with General Zod back in the day. You got an alternate facial expression, which looks pretty determined. Also, is this the first time they're giving a police person a realistic looking gun? I don't know. For the Catwoman of this set, it's the same design from the cheapest set of the wave, which is still a pretty cool look with that new torso and face print. Also an alternate facial expression where she looks even more confident. She has a chain as an accessory and an alternate helmet, which you could put on her, and you can see how that looks on the figure as well. And finally, we get a new Alfred design, which in this movie, he's played by Andy Serkis. So what, this is Andy Serkis figure 3 with Golem, Claw, and now Alfred. We'll have the new face printing, and you get an alternate look at the back where he looks even more chipper. This design also has a nice part usage of the Harry Potter line, the Harry Potter wand as just a walking cane. That's an interesting design that I see in a lot of mocks, but it's cool seeing it in the Lego world. Anyways, for the build of the set, we have the main Batcave design and then a side build of a motorcycle. So this new Batcave is seemingly set at a railroad, specifically a subway it seems, which is really interesting as a setting. I think they do a pretty good job capturing that station aesthetic, kind of similar to, say, the 2018 Hogwarts Express platform 9 3/4 that they had going on. I don't know, I get that feeling with that bridgeway that they have going on. But this design has a lot of features, and there's different ways to even display it. For example, this middle computer part doesn't really have a secure location. Rather, you can move it back or forward. And this ties into another play feature of the set, which is taken from the Alpha Team line back in 2004, was it? With the Mission Deep Freeze sets. I don't know, I reviewed one of those. But basically, they give you this magnifying glass right here, and you could use this to decode secret messages on this computer screen. For example, if you use it on this section with all the mystery marks right here, it reveals a hidden bat signal. This feature is furthered with some stickered 2x2 tiles. Like, I would have preferred if those were printed, but whatever. This design with the mystery marks reveals some symbols in the middle there. Looks like it's all pointing towards the mystery mark. And then this one reveals the Riddler's face. You can see it upside down there. And then this one reveals... Ooh, it's kind of hard to say. To the Batman. I love decoding these messages. And I like how it just kind of rests at this side clip right here. Underneath, there's a nice sticker of a 2x4 keyboard. I mean, I don't know why they didn't just print that, but I guess the existing one is a 1x2 keyboard design. Then we got a swivel chair in the middle there, which is fun to spin around, as well as a cup to the left. And there is enough space in that center to have the Batmobile rest in the middle there. And the very ends of the track design use those stickered flat pieces. These are present behind the computer as well. And speaking of the back, I like how it's not like symmetrical. For example, there's no room to this side right here, but on this side we do have an interesting room design with a sticker on that glass door, this design being closed off with a chain so you can't even open it. But to access that inside, you could just remove this part, and you can see a little bit of room there. It's nothing special, but I like little secret hidden rooms like that. You can also see a little bit to the left right here where there's a glass door as well. And then on this side, again, there's not really a room. Rather, we just have some space underneath those stairs. Maybe they should have put like a little rat there or something. And looking from the front for the staircase build, I really like how they built up these lamps where they use some studs not on top techniques. There's a dish piece and then a minifigure head inverted, some nice use of the stamp piece and the candle piece in black. Also, the base uses that arch piece, the modified 1x1 from the Harry Potter Hogwarts mini set from 2018. And with those stairs, you can see some difference in the symmetry. This part not being a room, there's no extra gold cone to this side over here. But they both lead to that middle archway or that middle bridge part. Which at the very top, we have a continuation of some interesting lamp designs. Again, using some inverted pieces like the candle base, minifigure heads, and it all just comes together pretty darn well. From the front, there's also an interesting sticker used. Again, giving it that subway feeling, and you do got a 2x2 printed tile of the clock in the middle there. Finally, these two sections are the last parts of the Batcave, and both are built in a way that calls for different ways of display. You can see that you could display it this way with the screen to the side, or you could use that clip and close it off and just have the screen as a wall right there. But that design of the screen is a really nice looking sticker piece. Again, I would have preferred a print because stickers are just annoying to put on, but that design is still cool at the end of the day. We have a grapple gun to the left right here just clipped on, an extra clip if you want to put more stuff clipped to the side there. And there's even a small computer build in which it's particularly annoying that they stickered a keyboard when we have existing keyboard prints, but whatever. And then they stickered on that design for that laptop top, another part that I think we have existing prints of. And closing that up, as for its similar build on the other side, there's a table with a drink as well as a tool rack. The tool rack just uses one of those tool packs and a panel design kind of similar to the TV screen on the other side. And again, closing in a similar way where it just clips on in the middle there. And voila. This part keeps falling off for some reason, but there's supposed to be some gas tanks to the right there. I don't know why those are so insecure. But anyways, I think that's it for the build of the Batcave, but we're not totally done with the builds of this set. And we have a motorcycle as well as this dynamite. The dynamite I just forgot to show with the Riddler. But anyways, for the motorcycle, this one is Batman's, funny enough, different from those small motorcycle sets. You can see Batman's motorcycle in that build is actually a little bit better. But the one in this set is still pretty cool looking. Like, I don't think this is bad. First off, it's not oversized, so that's a plus. But this design uses that interesting, I think it's a new piece with the 1x2s modified for the frames, holding on to the wheels right there. And it just has a pretty interesting, sleek design. Again, not looking oversized. You have those pipes at the side. And you could fit one minifigure sitting in the middle there. And voila, there you go. But that's it for the builds of the set. Let's take a look at the packaging and the final verdict. The box size is that nice $80 box size. The back showing some interesting shots of the set. The instructions are a bit thick at the very end. We do have an advertisement which shows those other sets for the Batman movie. I've done a review of the small one. I plan to do the Batmobile soon enough. Honestly, yeah, this feels overpriced. I mean, the design of this is not bad at all. That railroad subway design gives me feelings of the 2018 Hogwarts Express set for the platform 9 3/4 they had going on there. This design does still feel a little bit hollow. I will say it feels more substantial than some other Batcave offerings. Like, for some reason, the Batcave has never been something that I think they've done right, hence why this is my first Batcave. At the end of the day, this one has a more unique aesthetic than those other ones, having that subway design, but it still just doesn't feel that strong of a buy for $80. The minifigure selection is pretty darn good. They could have maybe thrown in an extra minifigure, but I don't think that's where the value lacks. Rather, it's the size of the build and everything there. If all things considered, I'll give this a generous above average 6 out of 10, but I'm not saying this is great by any means. I like the overall unique aesthetic they have going on here. I think it's a solid build. I just wish it was much cheaper than $80. I think this would have worked best at like $60. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Subscribe for more new LEGO reviews, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.